How do you spot red flags immediately?
It's just comes out of the experience because this is what we keep doing day in and day out. So today, when I look at, let's say, credit card
What
processing
are the
is
red
one of
flags?
the.
I mean, you must have like some sort of a mechanism. I mean, you name them probably, right? So you have probably been doing this for a while, so you understand what the red flag is. So what are these red flags?
See, again, we consult on 14 different categories. So the red flags probably differ from, category to category, right? Let's say in telephone, we find a lot of roaming charges, but they don't have, North America wide plan, which could, help them to, save all those things. It's a
Hmm.
red flag. They could have easily, transition to a different plan and, save money, right? Similarly, when we ask about like contracts, how long was the contract signed, and like, do you have a copy of the contract? When they say no, I don't even know if there is a contract, that's a clear red flag because now they don't even know what's going on, right? So it's few questions will help us to understand if there is opportunity for us to go and help them optimize their things. It need not take so complicated things to understand. So it's pretty easy for us to do it. And out of experience, we have seen 35,000 plus customers under our belt. So for us, it's easy to look at the patterns and look at the things and pick up those red flags for businesses.
And plus, you said initially when we started the conversation, there's no cost to the customer to get your services. You make your money off the savings. Am I again this correct?
Exactly, Robin. Yeah, there is absolutely no cost to look at our service. Like there is no upfront cost, there is no retainer. It's a pretty simple model. We come, we audit. If we find savings, we take a percentage of the savings as our fee. And if we don't find any savings, you will not get charged even a single dollar. You walk away with a free audit. So it's pretty risk free for any business to look at our service.
Now, you mentioned earlier that you try to build long-term partnerships with these customers and you try to put a governance programs together to manage the ongoing findings and the fine-tuning because obviously you don't want to do this every 2, 3 years. You want to continuously do this on a weekly, monthly basis, and it doesn't matter how you put it together. So, what is the right governance cadence? Monthly cost reviews, quarterly vendor resets, annual zero based? How do you do that? What kind of program do you put in place to govern these things?
So if they take us in, our cadence is like we keep watching the market on a daily basis because we have 35,000 plus customers and then adding new customers on a daily basis, right? We process thousands of invoices. So we are always ahead of the curve. What takes 3 months, 12, 6 months, 12 months for a company to identify a pattern, we can just quickly identify within few days and then, bring it to their attention, right?
Hmm.
But if you look at the cadence, if you like what a company should be doing, the ideal thing is watching the market on a daily basis. But they don't have time, or they don't have the expertise, or they don't feel the need to do it because they have time logged in for strategic priorities. So that's where I can add value by keeping a watch on a daily basis. For example, we had a manufacturing company with 86 locations. We saved them more than $300,000 on their small package shipping. We negotiated a better rate and we,
Hmm.
plugged in certain inefficiencies and we got them those savings. 4 months into implementation, we found an additional 60,000 savings possibility because of, certain dynamics changes in the marketplace. So we brought in to them and said, hey, you have another $60,000. Do you want to take it? Guess what? They didn't say no. Yes, they said, yes, we want these additional savings. And
Yeah.
now instead of a 300,000, the savings become $360,000. That's because of the model of what we are looking at, how we, take it forward and the visibility what we have. Any change, we quickly, get those changes. And then we have systems which can say, hey, which customer can benefit from these changes? And let's just go and talk to them and see if they want to implement the additional savings and stay optimized.